You're gonna need to give her a second.
Okay, alright.
Hello.
I forgot about my tea down here. Alright, we're on part 2. If you missed part 1, go back and watch it because you can't watch part 2 without watching part 1. It's just not.
It's just the rule.
It's just not right. Although they're not connected in any way, shape, or form.
Well, it's talking about friendship. It's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, but if you watch part 2 before part 1, you wouldn't miss
A lot.
anything.
True that. Maybe we'll just post the one that's supposed to go before. And you know where I'm going with that, but I really...
Yes.
That
You
just
have to
that
put your
was
down
not
already.
coming out
Not
right.
your best.
Well, then why were you telling them to watch part... What were you even saying? Forget this. This is part 2.
This is part 2. So of course we're gonna put on part 1 before part 2. What the heck is wrong with you, Mandy?
I don't know.
Something is just not right these days.
8:09 on a Sunday night. I should be in bed.
This is like party hour, Mandy. Going to bed during party hour
Meredith,
just isn't...
have you ever known me to go to bed?
No, but I thought maybe you were trying to be bed. Okay.
I go to bed at 8 o'clock every night, so...
Enough of this petty bickering.
All
We are
right.
moving forward.
Because we're talking about our friendship and what good friends we are.
We're awesome friends.
Because this is part 2.
All right. So what was part? Oh, our friendship story.
Our friendships.
It's
a lovely story.
How do
At
we
the
want
time. So is this? What is this?
This is belly dancing with my hands. Because I'm
This is
okay.
strange.
All right.
Yes, it was. Wait, no. I'm mastering.
You look like
Anyway.
an awkward turtle.
Okay, so I don't have the best fingers for this. Hands, whatever.
All
What
right.
am I trying to say?
Well, we are trying to move on, and
I'm
we're getting
sorry.
stuck at a certain point with the awkward turtle, and we really need to get back, get grounded, get focused, get centered, whatever the heck we need to do, because our time is running out.
Time is not running
We're
out.
at
What
2
is a
minutes
rapture
and
coming in
24
2 minutes?
I'm not in charge of that, so I wouldn't know, but let's move on.
Well,
I will let you start the story.
alright, so about
Of my heart.
7 years ago, in a land where awkward homeschoolers gathered to play squeaky violins.
It was the Greenville Homeschool Orchestra.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes it was, led by Mrs. Ringenberg.
I thought
Are we
were
supposed to be
We can
singing?
name names. I don't
Okay,
care.
I don't know if she cares, but
We liked the orchestra. It was great.
it was a great orchestra.
We enjoyed it.
Great times. Some of the best days of our lives. Plural.
You're not Mandy.
Alright, moving forward.
Moving forward. Well, we
So-
were in the land of squeaky violins with the homeschoolers.
With awkward homeschoolers.
Very awkward. I'm
Including
talking.
us.
I was wearing like big old honking long sleeve shirt with a denim skirt that went down to my ankles and tennis shoes.
It was bad.
That's what we're talking about.
That, and she had straight hair for a really, really long time. Which
Because
was
I
weird.
thought I looked stupid with my curly hair, and then I just learned to embrace it 'cause it's just so great.
There you go. I have just always stuck with the whole straight hair look, and it's worked out pretty well. Actually, let's not go there. So, and I decided that in my 13-year-old mind, or was I 14?
Well, first we have to talk about your outfit because
All
I
right.
embarrassed myself here, and now it's time for Mandy. We're trying to
All
move
right.
on. That was
All
smooth.
right.
But Mandy,
Okay, I get to describe this outfit because you will exaggerate and make it sound a whole lot worse than it was.
okay, go
So
for it.
I liked having my hair braided in like two tails, if you will. And so that's what I was going for. Butler, get back in the screen.
She was going for like the Holly
Oh,
look.
no, I was not. It was
Peppy Long
It was cute with my little buck teeth. It was adorable.
Yeah, well.
And it was before the braces. And I also was wearing overalls and
A
a night.
stripedy shirt.
It was not stripedy.
It was
not
stripedy.
It was not. No, it was not. It was a
long
turtle.
overalls.
I remember distinctly.
It was a turtleneck.
It was like an olive green turtleneck that with like short sleeves, but it was not stripedy. It was adorable, and I have no idea what shoes I was wearing, but they were probably sandals. And
stop.
I was also a chunky child, as you can imagine, and wasn't my best look.
Hey, it was neither of us.
Although I was
the best
wearing
look.
that same outfit when a 23-year-old guy thought I was hot and asked my dad for my number.
Where was this again? Pickens County? They all intermarry in there. It's
not pretty.
Don't
It's not pretty.
Don't go to Pickens.
My dad was just like, she's 13, son, you need to move on.
Mandy's like, oh, hot.
I'm like, I knew these overalls were doing wonders. Hey, boys.
Hey, boys. Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, so now we know what we looked like back in the day.
It
so
wasn't
just
pretty.
picture this.
Picture this
We're
awkward, awkward
in-
moment.
An old music store that smelled like a skating rink. We just looked terrible.
Yeah, but we didn't realize it. We
Wait,
were happy with how we looked.
I was new.
I was old.
I was new to the orchestra, and Mandy was just sitting there in her little overall outfit. I'm like, there is a girl that needs a friend. Badly.
No, I was.
No, that's not. Okay, continue,
No.
Mandy, continue.
I was sitting at the back of the orchestra because I was extremely shy and nobody would ever talk to me, and I would never talk to them because I was shy, and I kind of hated them because they would never talk to me, but at the same time I never talked to them. So I was just
a bad,
expecting
cyclical,
it was a bad
self-fulfilling
situation.
prophecy,
Yes,
basically.
so I would sit at the back and glare in hopes that someday,
She's
yes, just like that, and
I don't even know.
in hopes that one day somebody would come talk to me and pull me out of my shell, because I wasn't gonna do it. And then one day, this is sounding weird now.
Well, no, I pretty much was like, well, there's an empty seat. There's a girl that looks like she's not intimidating, and she's not going to kill me, and she's not going to, like, laugh at me
and
when
actually,
I hit wrong notes.
That was the look I was intending to give, that stay away from me. Like,
You were trying to look intimidating?
yeah.
Well, it didn't work.
I was putting up, like, a wall. That's what I was doing
I
with
saw
my
through the
expression.
wall with my magic X-ray eyes. And it was like, I didn't catch that at all. Maybe the look wasn't quite working. I don't know.
Well, it worked for a long, long time because
Well,
nobody ever talked to the fat chick.
I was like,
Not that I'm bitter.
So I know these. Anyways, all right.
Continue.
So I sat down, and I turned to Mandy, and I said, "Hey, what's your name?" And she said, "I don't know if you said Amanda or Mandy."
I probably said Amanda.
Probably said Amanda. And I was like, "Oh, I'm married." And she's like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Missouri," because back then I was like a little
Hick.
hick from Missouri. I talk like this.
And this little Greenvillian was like,
She's like, "What's
I was like,
girl?"
what? And then she's like, Missouri. I was like, what? And she was like, Missouri. And
And
I was like, what? And this is
and I was
literally
like,
what happened.
Missouri. And she was like, "Oh."
oh.
And I'm like, who is this chick and what is her problem? I know.
And then for the next 2 weeks, we like hung out and stuff after orchestra,
Mm-hmm.
and
And we had a pencil named Bob.
we did have a pencil named Bob, and one day he fell, and we were like, in the middle of orchestra, we were like, no, Bob, are you okay? Do you need medical
So basically,
attention?"
we were retarded.
We've been trying to hide it for years.
For years, but it's finally coming to light, and we
Yep.
thought you should know. Anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
so that happened, and then it was around Christmas time, and we were playing for the poor sick people in the hospital.
because that's the kind of people we are,
That's the kind
or
of, we're
were.
very charitable.
Very, very much so. Well, we were, but now, yeah.
We try. We try our hardest. Anyway, so we're at the hospital. We're standing on our little stand thing where we were
And I
on
had-
display.
I've gone through this whole semester thinking we were friends. I hate it when that happens. And I'm like, okay, Meredith and I are friends.
So she decided, in the generosity of her heart, to give me a Christmas card from her directly to me directly.
That's
This
a beautiful
had never
thing.
happened to
Do
me
you
before.
still have that Christmas
Because when
card?
I was younger, I was stuck in a house without any friends, and my only neighbors were the cows. So I did not know about friendship. So when she gave me the card, I was like, oh, I have a friend. And I was so touched. I told her I'd had never gotten a Christmas card before. And she was so touched that it just bonded our hearts together.
And then she left the next semester, and I was like, well,
I had progressed, and I was just like an awesome musician by that point. So I went to like a better orchestra. But then I came back.
And then throughout that whole next semester, somehow along life's merry little way, before, okay, there's probably texting, but we didn't have it, and we only had a little email, so I would send her obnoxious emails with like huge font and like
in bright colors. And she was talking about William Moseley.
I would talk about my love for
and
William Moseley.
I was like an all-out nerd at that point, so I was like, you should not say such things. You are too young to be divulging in this kind of behavior. What are you thinking?
And then I'd be like, well, she's kind of weird, but
yeah, I was.
Oh well.
I probably sent you Bible verses.
I don't think you did.
Okay, but thank God.
I think I would remember that. And then
I don't think I was that bad.
And then throughout the whole next semester, I would send her obnoxious emails to which she would not reply. And then I think, is that the summer we got Facebook?
Yeah, because then I got on Facebook and Mandy was like, ooh, why you want a place like this? This is for the wild and free. And I was like...
I was not.
Oh, that was my other friend.
I don't think I ever said that.
No, we just started chatting, and then we chatted, like, all the time.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a really... Like, our parents were like...
Like, they were about to take us to rehab, Facebook, because we were just like, chat.
So basically, that's how our friendship developed, and then we started... Like, I don't know, she came back to orchestra, we hung out more.
I went to her house for a sleepover.
That was in 2000. Our first sleepover was 2009.
Because then, at one point, your brother was like, oh, so are you guys best friends?
Yeah, that's how we became best friends.
And I looked at Mandy and was like, I don't know if she wants to.
And I was like, yeah, I guess we're best friends. So
we've been best friends ever since.
Yep. And we've made it through heartbreak after heartbreak after stupid heartbreak.
After more heartbreaks.
Mm-hmm.
And the last stupid heartbreak. But we're not going into that.
We're not going to go into that.
Life will continue.
Life will continue, no matter the heartbreaks.
But we've also seen each other through many happy moments.
Exactly, like engagements, 21st surprise birthdays.
Even though I didn't get you a present. I'm still working on it.
I didn't get you a present either.
I'm like, it's in the mail.
Lies.
It was lies. What was I supposed to say? Everyone else was giving you presents, and I was like, it's in the mail.
Best friend over here.
Wink.
Well, it's okay. I didn't get you a 22nd birthday present.
I didn't know it was a party.
Although I did get you a devotional, and I
did. I still need to read that.
Yeah, I figured, but it's okay.
I will eventually have time when I'm a married woman.
There are nice little notes written throughout the whole thing too.
Oh gosh, no. Okay, this is bad. I need to read it. Okay,
because that's the kind of person I am.
You're great.
Yeah,
you were awesome.
And any heartbreaks out there, you wish you had me.
You really do. Mandy's awesome.
It's true.
Well, that's the story.
That's the story. And yeah. Yep, we've made it through lots of stuff, lots of crap. And so we're best friends forever because best friends for life because we pretty much know everything about the other person.
There's too much blackmail to go breaking the friendship. It would
end badly. It would not be a good idea. It would not be in our best
interest. World War III would.
And now we're both going to have sons named Jack because we both like that name. Not that I'm ever getting married, but hypothetically speaking, I guess I'll have a dog named Jack because that would be awesome. I'll adopt a little puppy, name him Jack.
I was talking about a kid, but that's okay.
I'm not okay. If I am a single person, I am not adopting a kid. That is too much responsibility. And then he'd have all sorts of issues, and I'd have to send him to counseling with you. And then that would be something you could hold over my head. And
like, your son has problems. It's all your fault, Mandy.
And then I don't know, I'd have to get him back. But by that time, I'd be attached. Not that I would do that.
Stick with the puppy.
I'm going to get a puppy.
You gotta go. Catch you later.